Hello, beautiful and magnificent beings. Welcome to this week's Oracle reading. No tarot this time. Okay, so if you chose pile 1, we have number 14, Thorns. Weave together the crown you deserve. Okay, so this is about taking charge, taking responsibility for something in your life. I feel like some major changes are required at this time. I feel like also you're definitely more deserving than you're allowing yourself to be at this time, whether it's friends, family, the way you're being treated. It could be a job. Maybe you haven't been very nice to yourself lately. So this is asking you to take a minute to reflect. Oh, sorry, my hand's jerking there. Weave together the crown you deserve. Okay, so thinking more highly of yourself. This could be some self-love, self-care. You need to take some time off and just enjoy life to the fullest, being kind to yourself, rewarding yourself, indulging, pampering, spoiling, and also 14, 1 and 4, 5. So this is definitely time for some changes in your life. And look at all those beautiful roses that they're using. It looks like they're making something. Thorns also, because I'm hearing thorn in your side. So something or someone is not very pleasant to deal with right now. They are a thorn in your side. They are an obstruction and irritation. Someone that is not very healthy or good for you at this time. Oh, I'm not sure if I can pick the cards up. Here we go. Okay, and the first card we have, Truth. And we have this rabbit, and it looks like there's something there attaching to his third eye, activating, sparking, ignition, truth. And it is time to face the reality. I feel like maybe you've been denying this for a while. I feel like for some of you, this is something completely new and spontaneous, but it is time for you to come into, to step into your truth of who you are, of your life and your life's purpose. You've been holding back, you've been putting things off, as we often do. There's no blame, shame, no finger pointing here. We all do this as part of being human, but what's important is recognizing and acknowledging it when the time is right. Sometimes this is just something we need to go through to learn, to grow, to expand. But truth is so important. Otherwise, how can we live a fulfilling, a happy life, a purposeful life if we don't face the truth? And look at that, another eye. Okay, so remember here how the third eye was being stimulated? Trusting your intuition more. You might also be receiving some type of activation or healing. A forgotten spell will bring you unexpected blessings. So some type of a spell, or it could be perhaps it was a dream or an affirmation, something that you had longed for or had possibly pursued for a while and gave up on it or forgot about. Whatever it is, it's something you've forgotten, and it's time to come back into connection with whatever it is. This now is the right time for whatever this is. A specific blessing, an unexpected blessing. This is saying, so something that you have forgotten that you did expect, but then you gave up on it for whatever reason, taking time to reflect and remember, coming into contact with the energy, remembering how it was before, how aggressive you were in a good way, how faithful you believed in, how powerful you were before you gave up, and reconnecting to that intuition. And we have purpose. Oops. Okay, so this is part of the purpose, your life purpose. Coming back, I feel like you might have even been guided, like you strayed off the path of where you were meant to be. Like again, you were full force moving forward in the right direction, but then you kind of strayed off the path, which again, there's nothing wrong with this. Sometimes it's required. But again, with truth, coming into your truth, it is your purpose. It is who you are, what you're meant to do while you're here. This could be more than one purpose. It may not be one thing specific. It could be many things. So just allowing yourself, again, I keep hearing the word reconnection, realigning, centering, and also perhaps spending some time outside, maybe doing some earth element magic, if that's something that you feel guided to do or that you used to do and maybe you gave up on it. Okay, let me. And we have 24, between two worlds, okay? Oh my gosh, I just poked myself with one of those nails. Ouch. These things are dangerous, you guys. They're plastic, but man, they're sharp. Okay. I would take them off, but my nails look like hell right now. So sorry about that. So between two paths, again, I feel like where it's talking about intuition and third eye, you're becoming more spiritually, not just awakened, but charged. Like, remember how I was saying to go back and remember the energy, remember how you felt when you first started out, how charged up you were, how strong and in your power you were. I feel like this is also a gift that's coming to you where you're learning to walk between the worlds. You know how they always say cats are between worlds? Also, I feel like this is a gift to you, some type of awakening. You're learning to navigate both the spiritual and the earthly plane. Also, I'm hearing astral for some of you. So this is something completely new for some of you, and for others, this could be something you're coming back into. And we have resourcefulness. It cracks me up every time I see this. You might recognize it's a mandrake, remember in Harry Potter? Okay, resourcefulness, look at that. The elements, fire, water, air, earth. Elemental essence, harness the power of the elements by filling jars with corresponding magical materials. Many spells require calling on the elements, so it's useful to have these jars on hand, amplifying your intentions, or to use as a focus in meditation. Here are a few suggestions. Feel free to pick materials that speak to you. For air, we have sand, citrine, feathers, dandelion fuzz. Earth, we have sand or soil, peridot, sage, cedar, pine. For water, we have seashells, aquamarine, lapis lazuli, and shells. For fire, we have black salt, ash, red jasper, cinnamon, chili flakes. Oh, how interesting. I love the variety here. Some of these are different than what we're used to using or may have never heard of before. So get back into your spiritual, your elemental practice, your magical abilities, communing with nature, with earth, with the essence of the elements. Let me see, what was I trying to remember? Sorry, I'm a little spacey today. Having a neck issue. I can't think of it, I'm sorry. So this could also be why third eye is coming up a lot, because you do feel more connected when you're in that third eye magic, that third eye power, the divine essence. Okay, and the next card, look at that, water, Okay, there's so many different cards in this deck, and the fact that another element came out is pretty incredible. So water specifically for you is very powerful. Of all the elements, water speaks to you or will work for you the best. Work with element of water for healing, purification, and refinement. Okay, so also besides working with a spell, before you start doing the work, do a clearing on yourself, refresh your energy, deplete and wipe away all of the energy that you've been holding that has been leading you into the wrong direction, that is not helpful for you. Okay, and let me move this. I have 3 more cards here for suggestions to help. It's repair, evolution, growth. The first card is dreams realized, manifest. You have the power to create and manifest what you desire. When you choose to push outside of your comfort zone and have determination, your dreams become reality. Now is the time to take action and have a clear focus on what you want. The universe works with you to create it by using your manifesting power for the highest good. Okay, so reminding you again of your power, how powerful you were, are, can be, growing into that even more, becoming more powerful than you thought you could. Trusting in the process of manifestation, knowing that it is and will happen for you. So I feel like this is sort of a reawakening of your magical powers as well. Some of you have not been taking advantage of the practice. 12 on the clock timer. Nature therapy, grounded. Okay, up here we were talking about that. Very strong earthy vibes coming in, nature coming in for you. Your soul loves to connect and to be one with nature. A beautiful healing takes place when you ground and center yourself with the earth. Being in nature has a way to restore what has been lost and bring you back to your center. Yes, so a reawakening, again, realignment coming in, reconnecting to the power, the vitality, the strength, the courage, the knowing, your wisdom of who you are and what you're capable of. And betrayal. Okay, this is interesting. The situation will reveal to you the intention behind it, whether it's you betraying yourself in some way or another person or situation. You are being asked to unmask the truth by removing any blinders that hinder the clarity that is needed. Okay, interesting, truth is coming in twice for you. So there's really something you need to look at, to be aware of. Again, whether you are being betrayed or betraying yourself. You know, we can often do this. We know we need to move forward. We don't want to. We're accepting less than we deserved, you know, because you deserve everything in life. We're just programmed from an early age to believe that we're unworthy or we don't deserve good things, you know, and this is, you know, the month of Halloween, the thinning of the veil, as we say. And now is this time, again, reconnecting with your power, who you are, stepping up, coming back into this, being connected with the divine, making things happen, allowing things to happen, clearing the path. And the last message is angel card number 1515, the big break. Wow. Innovation, focus, creation, progress, forward movement, skills, and goals. Okay, so coming back into your own. An opportunity, help, extra cash, or other support is coming your way. So keep going, and have fun when performing your tasks. The most tremendous success comes from passion. All efforts will be rewarded big time. Big time, okay? Not just happening, big time. So everything coming together for you. as it is meant to. Again, stepping into your truth, your power, and working with your divine gifts, with your own special magic. You know, you have abilities that no one else has in the way you have, creating these things. And divine support is coming in to help you on your path. Okay, so those are your messages for the week. I hope they are helpful. Good luck on your path. Highest blessings and infinite gratitude. Sat Nam. Hello, beautiful, magnificent beings. Welcome to this week's Oracle only reading. Let's see what messages the universe has for pile number 2. Okay, we have number 19, lavender. Surround yourself with love. Okay, so this is a time of rest, possibly recover. Lavender is very soothing. It's very calming. If you're not used to it, I would recommend some essential oil, or maybe surrounding yourself with a plant or dried plants. Also, this is time for friends and family, someone that you know and trust. Maybe you need to let your guard down a little bit. I'm feeling that you have been neglected somewhat. You've been possibly a little lonely. Also, some of you, this might be a pardon me. This might be a good time to consider a pet. It could be a cat, a dog, a bird, whatever calls to you. Possibly rearranging your home, whatever makes you feel loved, whatever helps you to feel great. Trying to think what else. Nourishing your body with some good food, good water, a hearty soup. This time of year in certain areas of the world, we're moving into fall. So there might be a specific food that's calling out to you that you've been wanting, but you just haven't taken the time to make it or to get it. Possibly a massage, some reiki sessions, acupuncture, I'm hearing for some of you. But definitely overall, I'm feeling mostly a person or people will help you feel more loved and supported right now, whatever is going on for you. Okay, and we have wake. And we were talking about lavender up here. You can see the dried lavender hanging the purple. Look at all the purple and violet in this. Okay, wake. So it's time to wake up. How have you been sleeping? What have you been ignoring or putting off? Some type of, let me see. I know a lot of us are sleeping a little bit more right now than we normally do, especially with the recent ascension symptoms. Oh my gosh, we really need a good 8 to 10 hours, sometimes more, even a nap. But I feel like this is more than just being awake in the human. This is also more about spiritual awakening to, I'm hearing, third eye activations. This also came out in pile 1. Connecting with the spirit realms, connecting with the plant realms. Wow. Let me see what I'm hearing. Divine consciousness, spiritual, astral as well. Like I feel elements. I'm hearing elements. A lot of this came through in pile 1 too, if you were attracted to that. So awakening in a new direction, whether this is something you've been trying to do or not. It's just part of who you are, and it was meant to happen. It's not really something you can avoid, even though, you know, you might not feel you're ready for it. You are. You absolutely are ready for this. So pay attention when you're outside. Like if you hear, oddly enough, I was recently talking to a very good friend about communication with trees, and a tree spoke to her, and she didn't realize what was going on at first. So pay attention to your thoughts when you're outside. You might hear a type of communication that you know is not your thought, and you're like, what? And just stop and ask, who are you? Where is this coming from? What do you want me to know? Like spirit animals, nature spirits, the plants, again, this is going to start communicating with you. This could be for healing. It could be for many reasons. It's part of your process, part of your journey to wake up to this. Wow, what an amazing gift. Okay, and oops. The next card is a powerful transformation is underway. Trust the process, okay? Now, if what we just discussed wasn't a powerful process, then I don't know what is. But also not to limit yourself to just that. I mean, we have like a crystal ball. Oh, we have a crystal ball here. I don't know if it's going to show up or not, but 2 crystal balls for you. That's very interesting. And also in that crystal ball, look at all those plants and flowers. Again, communication coming through. Plant communication. This could also be about scrying with a crystal ball, with water, whatever attracts you. There's more than one way to scry. So I would imagine this is also part of that process coming in. You may be aware of this, like this is something that might already be happening, and maybe you're aware of it, but you're like, what is going on? This happens to me sometimes too. It's like you suddenly become aware things have changed, something's different, but it's like, what's going on? I haven't quite figured it out. This is what's happening. This is what's going on. Okay, and we have patience with a purple dragon. I like that purple, so far purple has come through. Purple and violet has come through in all 4 cards so far. So you might want to wear, I find when I start seeing colors specific, I make sure to surround myself with them in my home. Sometimes I wear them because there's so much power in color. As you know, I like using that in many of my videos. It has subtle effects, it can have powerful effects. But also as you're going through this process, be very patient. Know that you are supported. Elements are connecting to you. Also, I've been hearing a lot about dragon energy and dragon power awakening for many people. So this could be another gift and blessing that's coming. Part of your magic, you're opening to dragon energy. Or it could be a spirit animal dragon coming in to support you during this transformation. Wow, very magical. Okay. And the next, gosh, I'm having such a difficult time with the cards today. Wow, that is super dark. What does that say? Number 11, your little island. Okay, so this is a very special time. This should be a private time. We have a gathering of feeling loved and friends up there, but this one is alone. So just know this is also your own precious, quiet time. This is a time to surrender and trust the process, to indulge, to allow that magic to open, to flow, to open your gifts, to show you more of what you came here to do, what you're capable of. Some of you might thrive more at nighttime also, paying attention at night, how you feel, what kind of messages. Keep a dream journal as well. Keep track of this. I feel like you need to write some of these things down because a lot of it's going to be coming to mind and you're going to be forgetting about it. Or you might be a little reluctant, and when you reflect back on it, a lot of times we see and understand things in a way that we didn't before. So be sure to start writing things down. Maybe keep a specific journal just for, magic. And self-care. Okay, lavender, surround yourself with love. That's also a form of self-care. Self-care coming in again. Sweet dreams. Bless yourself with restful sleep. Okay, interesting too, because up here it's saying wake, and then here we have sleep. So paying attention again in your dreams, I feel like a lot of information is going to be coming to you. Possible astral projection. Bless yourself with restful sleep. Open the shutters or step outside so you can sit in the moonlight. Okay, that's exactly what this little creature is doing there. Amazing. Okay. So you can sit in the moonlight, speak to the moon, and ask her to watch over you as you rest. Moon above, ruler of night, help me sleep in your quiet light. Peaceful sleep, come to me, relax my body, and let thoughts roam free. Okay, so you might want to take a snapshot. Say that before bed. Say that to the moon. Moon magic. Also, I'm hearing moon water, of course, creating moon water. Doing magic at night, I feel, is a very powerful time for you, more so than in the day. And also looking at these two pictures, those are both nighttime. You can see the sky, the dark sky in the background. So I feel like you're most powerful at night. Okay, and the next card we have Dragonfly. You bring light to this world. Okay, and that's a powerful sigil as well. You might want to look on that from time to time. So again, I feel like you're being reminded, the power that you carry, the new power that is awakening within you. We keep growing and expanding every day. And this is to remind you, you are one of the brightest lights in the world. We all have this ability, but we all have our own special journey. We all have our special, unique talents. And sometimes I feel like maybe you get a little down on yourself or you start to question or doubt. This could be why you need self-care. This could be why you need to surround yourself with love at the moment. And the universe is reminding you, you are one of the brightest lights. You matter. You have purpose. 31:11 and 13:13 on the clock timer. Okay, let's see what your next three messages are. We have, let me put that down. We have the repair, evolution, growth, higher vibrations, transformation coming in again for you. So this is a really big deal at this time in your life, like a new path, a new beginning. High vibrations, transformation. You have chosen to step into a higher vibration that is in alignment with your soul path and higher knowing. Okay, this is everything that has been coming through so far. You now have the awareness that you are limitless and ready for transformation. Okay, so again, it goes very well with this reminder. Okay, so stepping into your confidence in a way that you haven't, knowing your possibilities, your capabilities, you're limitless. I feel like this is, you're stepping into the role that you came here to claim. And false narrative, discernment. Be mindful of the story you're telling yourself. Having a negative narrative is destructive and simply not true. Stop listening to your ego-based story that is laced with falsehood and old conditioning. For every negative thing you say, counteract that by saying 3 positive words. See the truth of who you are, which is wise, magnificent, and radiant. Yes. So I feel like this is part of the transformation as well. Part of a gift and a blessing that you no longer have to see yourself, or you do see yourself like you've been awakened to a new path. You don't struggle with this anymore. You're able to move forward with confidence in a way that is extraordinary, and the way that you move and the things that you're doing is just so positive and uplifting, which isn't to say, we all have our down days, but like you believe in yourself now in a way that perhaps you weren't. Taking the leap, courage. You have to let go of something good to get something great. Taking the leap into the unknown can be scary, but you are being called to have faith in yourself and the universe. If you want to experience the next level of success, you cannot stay comfortable. Enjoy the journey. Yes, so seeing this as fun, as the journey it is, and this is where you are. The universe is supporting you and saying, it's now time for the next step. Give yourself some self-love, self-care. Surround yourself. Raise and shift your energy like it's talking about here. And then take that time to sit in silence and open your heart. Listen to the Spirit, how it's speaking to you, how it's moving, knowing you have the courage and the faith in yourself to take this leap, to do greatness. Okay, and the last card is angel number 1414. Interesting, I think pile 1 might have been 1515. Light up. Okay, where was it? Over here it's talking about you are a light under the dragonfly card. Mood swings, respect, family, constructive outlook, quality. Focus on your needs and desires, self-care coming in again, and hobbies. Everything is more accessible with a light attitude. You will be blessed with new opportunities, a new friend, or an addition to your family. Good vibes will speed up the process. Again, it's talking about lifting your spirits, your mood, shifting your energy, believing in yourself, trusting the process, allowing this new beginning to unfold with joy, with curiosity, and patience. Wow, what beautiful, magical messages today. I guess I shouldn't be expected considering the month. So those are your messages for the week. I hope they are helpful. Good luck on your path, highest blessings, and infinite gratitude. Sat Nam. Hello, beautiful and magnificent beings. Welcome to this week's Oracle reading only, no tarot. Okay, so for pile number 3, if you chose number 29, we have feast, slow down, and celebrate yourself. Okay, so this is about just taking time to enjoy your achievements, your accomplishments, but also not just that, actually taking pride in who you are, who you become on this journey. I feel like you have been working a lot, struggling, getting back on your feet, and just going. And not that you haven't appreciated, like I feel you've definitely been very appreciative to all the things that have happened to you, even the not so pleasant. You've learned how to use them in a positive way, in growth, in becoming more of who you are, and bettering your life. But this is just wanting you to really stop or slow down and to really think about who you are, how far you become. Yes, we might think about this from time to time, but this is more of a deep reflection, revelation I'm hearing. Like I feel like there's some information that wants to come through to you, but only if you take this time to sit down and reflect. I feel like there's something you've been overlooking that when you realize or discover it, when it comes to you, it's going to make a lot of sense. It's going to move you forward to the next path on your journey. Interesting. I don't think I've ever received a message quite like that. Okay, and the next card we have decisions, and we have, look at all the little keyholes on the tree, on the door on the tree. Okay, so lots of decisions, choices, something that needs to be decided, something you might already be aware of or is coming to you very soon. Like you're going to have a lot of options, and I feel like taking the time to celebrate yourself, thinking about who you are, what you've done, and again, whatever that mysterious message is that wants to come through, it's going to help you with whatever this decision, like there's some information you specifically need to make this choice. Like there's going to be several choices. They're all going to seem amazing, but there's one specific that is the best for you. There's something magical about it. And in order to make that decision, you need to really take the time to look deeply into each one and figure out. And if you're still uncertain, I'm hearing intuition, follow your heart. It's more about the heart and the body than the head. You know, how do you feel? Like, do you instantly feel joy and excitement towards one more than another? And also, what am I getting here? Some type of guidance is also going to be coming in with this. It's going to help you. I'm hearing spirit guides of some sort. I'm not sure which. Could be an animal. Could be one that you're used to working with. It might be someone completely new. Okay, and we have hand with an eye, Hamsa hand. So guidance and protection, guidance coming in again. Also, there could be some third eye activity happening for you. Ancient wisdom will find you. Listen for the whispers of the past. Okay, I feel like this is another little hint for both of those cards of the information that's coming in. This could have to do with your ancestors or a time in history that you feel very drawn to, some type of ancient wisdom. Perhaps you've worked with it before, or it could be something completely new. I feel like this is going to be a new beginning or a new direction for a lot of you. And just know that it is safe to go this way. Like, it might feel a little strange at first. You might be reluctant, but this is the path that you are meant to take. This knowledge, this wisdom and information is meant for you to be used now at this time. And we have dragon, unlock, okay? Dragon energy, dragon spirit for some of you. Coming out of the hermit mode, I'm hearing, out of your cave, unlocking subliminal consciousness, which is very strange. That's never come through before. Unlocking memories, I'm hearing, unlocking emotions. Okay, so this is part of that new beginning, evolving into someone else that you haven't experienced yet. So this could be a little daunting. Okay, and just taking the time again. I feel like that's why celebrating yourself, appreciation, reflection, allowing the gifts to unfold and open for you. Like, I'm seeing a vision of all books. I'm seeing a purple book opening, and like all of these wispy golden lights coming out. Like, knowledge is being made to you. You're being initiated or activated in some way. You're receiving all of these gifts and blessings. Very magical. And we have number 33, the return of the lost selves. Okay, wow. And look at that big, beautiful white owl. You guys know how much I love my owls, especially barn owls for some reason. Okay, so a healing, some sort of healing, past lives, being healed for some of you, and others I'm feeling like ancestral boundaries is what I'm hearing. Ancestral boundaries, what does that mean exactly? Something that has held you back in some way. Maybe they were, I don't even know if that's possible, but that's what's coming through. Maybe there is something you weren't ready for that now you are. That's why this opening of magic is happening for you and unfolding. Lost pieces, broken pieces, parts of you that you don't even remember that were hurt, injured, traumatized throughout your life, especially as a child. Like a wholeness, an awareness and a wholeness of healing is returning, coming back to you. Wholehearted, whole body, whole mind. And we have banish. Remove negativity from your home. Sweep your house, binding negativity into the dust. As you sweep, chant 3 times. Sweep, sweep, sweep the floor. Negative, live here no more. Okay, so your home needs some sort of a clearing right now. Even if you're someone that does this regularly, I'm hearing someone or something was there that is disturbed, the energy that you normally create and keep in your home. This is something we should always do anyway, because every time we leave our house and come back, you never know what you're carrying with you. I always make a specific point to say, you know, if anything is following me, attached to me, I do not give you permission or allow you on my property or to come into my home. Any attempt to do so, you will either feel so uncomfortable you have to leave, or I will immediately banish you to the light. And this is very powerful and has always worked for me. So be sure when you're coming home, clear yourself before you even go in. And now I feel especially with all of this new energy and radiance coming in, this these gifts and blessings, this healing, creating a new healing energy space for this is very important. Because you certainly don't want the new mixing with the old. And we have labyrinth. Okay, I'm hearing this is what you felt like you have been going through for quite some time, a labyrinth. Okay, transition to a higher level of being, raising your energetic vibrations, enlightenment. Okay, so that is what is speaking to you through all of these cards, taking the time to appreciate your gifts and see how important they have been, and now allowing yourself to be elevated to this completely new transition, space, timeline. What else am I getting with this? Like coming to the center of the labyrinth, owning it. You know, you never tried to take shortcuts. You never tried to cut through. You took every single step that was necessary, even when you didn't want to. So now you're finally reaching that center, that activation, the healing, the coming together of the energy, the magic. Wow. Okay, let's see what your next three. Oops. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we have repair, evolution, growth. 3 things that will help you. Better boundaries. Creating boundaries requires self-love and discipline. It's not about you shutting people out or being unkind. It is about you telling them you care enough about yourself to create boundaries that are for your highest good. Clear communication is needed to keep your boundaries intact. Okay, this could be another reason why clearing and raising the energy is needed. So this is the next step, something that's very powerful and helpful, and something I feel like you'll just be doing naturally without even really having to think about it, because you've reached or coming into this new level of consciousness. Partnership support. You are being guided to reach out to former partnerships and alliances to expand your vision and perspective. Take this time to see who comes into your life that is offering to assist with your endeavors. Asking for help often leads to accomplishing your goals more quickly, your goals. Okay, so allowing, again, paying attention as you're setting with yourself and paying attention to who you were, who you're becoming, your past. You have these decisions. You have your intuition and new ancient wisdom coming in. You're being unlocked. You've made it to the center of the labyrinth. You're clearing that energy out. Parts of you are returning. You're healing. And so this is going to bring and attract more people into your life for projects, perhaps old projects that you wanted to work on that just wasn't the right time. And this is saying now is the right time to bring these people back. Okay, and the next one is inflexible change. Look at that cute little turtle. You or the person involved are set in your ways. Okay, get ready for that when people start appearing, that are impeding growth. Be more open-minded and see the other person's point of view to expand your perspective in a healthy, healthily. Oftentimes, being too rigid masks the problem that causes imbalance and unrest. Flexibility is needed to create flow. Okay, so I feel like this is another part of that healing process and the awakening where you might have been stuck or blocked or had a difficulty, you now see how to rise above. You know exactly how to deal with people in a way that will get you to where the project or the situation needs to go without making someone feel like you're pushing them or making them do something maybe they don't want to, or sometimes people are just so stubborn and set in their ways. Even if they know something is better, they'll still choose to go against it. So I feel like this is something you have learned or will be learning how to do in a way that you couldn't before. Another part of the gift, the blessing being unlocked. Okay, and upside down. The last card, angel number 1234, good luck, which 1234 means you're going in the right direction. You're taking the right steps. Spirit guides, progress, justice, structure, system, process, conditioning, and rules. You are on the right track. Someone from the other side has your back and encourages you to try your best. You will succeed. Observe your surroundings and communicate clearly. Be sure that everything will fall. Be sure that everything will fall to pieces. Okay, I don't think that's communicate clearly. Be sure that everything will fall into place. Maybe that doesn't make sense. I think maybe this card could be a mistake. What do you think? I would omit that last part because it doesn't really go with everything else. If you're on the right track and you're doing the right things, things are not going to fall to pieces. So I really don't believe that is correct. I think that's a mistake. I think I will just take a black marker and take that out. So you're on the right track, you're doing the right things, it's unfolding, it's happening, it's unraveling, gifts, blessings, healings, old projects coming back. Now is the time. Keep going. Everything is working in your favor as it always is, even when it doesn't feel like it. So those are your messages for the week. I hope they're helpful. Good luck on your path. Highest blessings and infinite gratitude. Sat Nam.